Well, Russell Wilson's already 2-0 under the Pittsburgh Steelers. But some fans are going a little too high on their expectations.
Let's talk football.
Alright, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Around Sports Podcast, where sports are everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we're talking about the black and gold Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, the Steelers recently won against the New York Football Giants, beating two New York teams under Russell Wilson. But already early, some fans are starting to put the Steelers in the Super Bowl contender conversation.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And that's just going a little high. I'm going to go over that in just a second. But before we get started, if you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to do me a favor and smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. But for now, let's talk about the black and gold. The Steelers. Putting them into this conversation is an overreaction. Of course, the Steelers are not a Super Bowl contender. I mean, let's pump the brakes, all right? I know this team is really good. I know that. But they have not faced a really good opponent yet. Let's look at their games. Falcons, 50-50. Broncos, 50-50. Chargers, somewhat good, but are still growing. The Broncos and Chargers are starting to get into a groove. Only losses to the Colts and the Cowboys, beat the Raiders, the Jets, and the Giants. I mean, let's pump the brakes, because if we look at their next schedule into the next few games, you're on a bye week this week. But then you go open up against Jaden Daniels and the Commanders that have been on fire as of late. Then you go into a home game against the Ravens, which that one should be an interesting game. Then the Steelers go on the road to Cleveland and Cincinnati to take on both the Browns and Bengals in that order. Then go home against the Cleveland Browns and then on the road twice against both the Eagles and the Ravens before ending it off with a two-game homestand against the Chiefs and the Bengals. I mean, they haven't proven to us that they can beat a really good team yet. And we all know if you can't beat Kansas City, you're not going to win a Super Bowl. Heck, you're not even going to make it there if you can't beat Kansas City. You can't even make it there if you can't beat them. I'm looking at some of the teams in the AFC. The Texans are better than the Steelers. Also gave them a butt whooping last year. The Buffalo Bills are better than the Steelers. The what other team? Ravens are right now better than the Steelers, even though they lost. They're going to get better. Their defense has flaws right now, but they should get better. The Chiefs, maybe the Broncos and the Chargers. We're still not 100% certain on that. The Bengals are not what they were in the past. And the Steelers, I will say this. Out of the next few games, I do see them getting an over 500 record against teams like the Browns and the Bengals. But other than that, that's it. I don't see them beating the Ravens. I don't see them beating the Commanders. I don't see them beating the Eagles. Heck, I don't even see them beating the Chiefs. Now, their defense has been the main key role of why this team is doing so good, and it appears to be for every single team. But you have not faced a true test yet. The next true test you have is against the Commanders, which are going to be either you deciding you as potentially a AFC contender, or you're just going to get bum rushed by them like you did the number 2 pick of last year in CJ Stroud and the Texans. And I'm going to bring that up when they play. So, for right now, I'm not getting them into the conversation of a Super Bowl contender yet. But it wouldn't be surprising if they ended up making the playoffs again. But they have not won a playoff game in 8 years. Let me know in the comments of what you guys think. Let me know if you guys think the Steelers are a Super Bowl contender. And if yes, give me an explanation down in the comments. I would love to hear it. And if not, just tell me why, and I would agree with you. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to do me a favor and smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. But until next time, I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao for now.